Ready for a tour beyond houses? I'm Tami Neuberger, your go-to real estate expert with eXp Realty. And today we're taking a deep dive into the vibrant life of Moore County. We're going on an exclusive journey to uncover local treasures and meet incredible individuals that make Moore County truly unique. From real estate insights to thriving local businesses, we're covering it all. And guess what? I have an exciting surprise for you. Today we're at a place where the heart of the community shines through every aspect. Here, passion meets purpose, offering us a unique glimpse into what makes Moore County so special. But before we embark on this adventure, leave me a comment and let me know where you're from and what business you want to hear more about. Now let's make sure you're all set to join me on many more. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and smash that like button, and dive into the world of living in Moore County. Hey everybody, Tami Neuberger, living in Moore County. Today I have a very special treat for you. I am at the smallest business in Moore County. Standing room only, it's right behind me, 75 square foot business. They serve wine, specialty wines, and they do have some beer on tap. So you come on in, you go inside, order your wine, sample it, then you come on out and have a drink at these tables. So today I'm interviewing Manny and Patrick. So come on in, let's go check them out. Hi everyone, Tami Neuberger with Living in Moore County, and today our special treat is the standing room only, SRO, with owners Patrick and Manny, and they're going to give us a little bit of insight on their business. So Patrick and Manny, tell us who you are, how you guys came about, where you're located, give us all the details.
So we are in downtown Southern Pines. We're right in between Betsy's Crepes and Ember's Barbecue. We've been here about 5 months now, and let's see, I am a retired Army veteran. I still work for the Army, so this is not our day jobs, but yeah, we like spending time here for sure.
Nice.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm Patrick McKee and live downtown Southern Pines. Just support all the businesses down here, and for me, again, this is as Manny said, it's not our real jobs. I mean, I'm an IT recruiter, finance recruiter, talent acquisition by day. So we just thought this would be a great opportunity to open right here and support the community or provide a service to the community.
Nice. Can you share some insight on how you guys came up with the idea to start standing room only?
That's a great question. That's a great question. How did it happen? We both, you'll see us around downtown. I met Manny, at another place 3 or 4 years ago. And, as time goes by, we brainstorm, we say, hey, let's try this. Maybe we should do that. So we, one day, we said, let's open up a beer, wine, actually a full bar, pub in downtown. And we looked at a location on the other side of this building, and it just became like, that's a lot to take on, because it's the square footage and the level of service. And, again, we both have day jobs, and a big service like that, a big operation would take a lot of time.
Yeah. So
we weren't ready to commit to that. However, walking by this little spot, which was formerly a record shop, it's been a jewelry store, it's been a this and that. It was once, the coffee station or dry storage for Betsy's. And we looked in here one day and we're like, let's open it here. Let's do that here. And when we told people that we're opening a little shop here, first off, they don't even know where it is. They're like, where? Right here, that little sliver between. And so we just went forward with it and said, hey, we can do this here. If it doesn't work, we won't get hurt too bad.
right.
And so that's really is kind of how it all happened.
That's pretty much it. We've always wanted to open a bar for sure. Which we kind of like drinking.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
This is a quality control check.
Absolutely.
This is a sample.
Absolutely. So I will say that Pat is the wine guy and I'm the beer guy. So we do have a couple beers on tap as well.
There we go. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, you did very good picking out my wine for me the other night when I was here, so you did a really good job on that. You know, you're a beer guy.
I'm learning.
There you
for
go.
sure.
What were the challenges along your way?
Well, I had never opened a business before. I've worked for a lot of companies, and of course, you know, as a GM of a lot of restaurants, you just walk in the door and it's all taken care of. You just focus on operations. I think Manny certainly has more experience opening a business and all the the permits and the the LLCs and all that kind of stuff. So he has experience there. But I mean, gosh, I've never built anything before. So the challenges were, okay, we took this little space that's 75 square feet. The ceilings were about 7 feet tall. There was paneling on the walls. And the challenges when we came in and had, the inspections and whatnot, every time we told everyone that we're going to open up a bar here, that they always looked at us and were like, what are you talking about? Where are you going to do it? Here? How? And so we had to go through this process of explaining, and then they couldn't envision what we saw.
Right.
And they said, okay, you got to build everything, put everything in place before we even sign off on your ability to apply for the permit. So that was, to me, was a lot of challenge. I know that there's some other challenges that again, as far as the construction, Manny took care of most of that, as far as coordinating and all that. And yeah, it was a lot to figure out. How do you get all this in here? How do you do that there? How do you this cooler originally was over there? How do we make the most of this space? But any other challenges?
Yeah, no, I mean, you definitely nailed them all. I will reiterate, it's like the permitting, just for our ABC license with the state, the county, the town, like it was, whew, man, that was a bear. There's no easy checklist to go through, and it was definitely a learning experience. But
we signed the lease in late July. We opened December 31st.
Yeah.
Okay.
This space.
6 months to
Yeah,
go through all your permitting.
Yeah, it was crazy. But
Wow.
you
made
learn.
it. Yeah,
We learned
exactly.
a lot.
We learned a lot.
Yeah.
Who are some of the individuals that helped influence or mold your decisions in business, life, whichever one you want to answer?
Good question, Manny. I'm gonna let you start that one. Now, for me, influenced this business. I worked in hospitality for 30 plus years. A lot of high-end restaurants all over the country. So naturally, walking into this situation with this many different wines wasn't overwhelming for me, because I've worked with a wine list that had 300 bottles, and so this is not not overwhelming. But that influence or that experience for me made this kind of easy to do, and serving our guests and all that. It's easy. That's what I do naturally.
Right.
Manny had never. I don't think you've ever worked in hospitality before, right?
Yeah.
So it's that I'll let you maybe talk about. Again, he's the beer guy, so learning. We have 72 different wines right now, and growing. That are different wines, and so he's had to learn a lot. And he's picked up pretty quickly. Of what if somebody says, hey, I want to try a white, he can guide him along and again, like yourself, match up.
Right.
Then with a great wine that they're going to enjoy.
Right. I gave him the criteria: grape juice and.
That's right.
Fermented grape juice. We'll start there.
Yeah.
I can
Very,
do
very,
that.
very
I can do
sweet.
that. Yeah.
And he's like, I got this. I'm like, I don't know.
Perfect.
So, but do you have any influencers?
I mean, not necessarily any influencers, but like I've always loved the idea of having, our own place, my own place, right? That you could kind of go to and hang out at, and and know the people that are actually coming in the door. So that's
Right.
so this opportunity has been allowed us to do that. So it's been really good.
What sets your establishment apart from any other wine bars in the area?
Go ahead.
We are the smallest wine bar in the country.
Period.
So, period. Yeah.
I did some research before we opened this, and really, when we looked at the space, we thought, could we do it there? And I said, smallest wine bar. There's a place in Sayville, New York, Long Island, that's called Down the Rabbit Hole, and there's I think their space is like 100 square feet. So we're 75 square feet.
Yeah.
So we got that claim by a long shot. But what's the question?
What sets us apart?
Well,
Right?
I'm not a mindful person. No. First off, we are standing room only. There's no seating here in the place, the whole place. That's different from a lot of wine bars. Most places have seats for their their guests. But as you'll see, we have seating outside. We've been fortunate. That outside makes this work.
Right.
But yeah, the other thing too is because of just the space when you walk in here, there's not a chance that you could walk in a big box store and meander around the corner and you may not ever talk to a person. Kind of hard to do if you walk in here. Someone's going to say hi,
Right.
I think another thing that sets us apart is that when you walk in here, we never say, can I help you? Yeah, I know why you're here. We don't say, would you like a glass of wine? And we don't even know what you want yet. I always start off with, and I think you do as well, what are we tasting today?
Right.
And you go, we clarify, and you say red or white? Okay, red. Well, okay, all right, red. Then we don't even ask from there, do you like this? We just start pouring some of the reds that we have open. And people go, oh, that's really good. What is that? And you describe the varietal, and they're like, oh, I've never had that before.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now, we're not here to say we're going to educate everybody, but we like to expand just the varieties that are available to people.
So the other thing is that we will actually allow our guests to try really whatever they want to try. So there's no like tasting menu. There's no like list on the wall or whatever. It's like, hey, you want to try something? We'll open it up and try it, which is which I think is pretty unique. I don't even want to bring up fees.
Well, yeah, I think that's another thing. I just say because we were committed to that.
You're right.
We're committed to that. Like a lot of places in the town, if you go and you buy the bottle there, it's a bottle shop, and then you open it up. We want to drink it here. Then we don't charge you any kind of fee to open it here. You just bought the bottle.
Right.
All right. Well, let's just go ahead and have it and enjoy it here with us. That makes us different than a lot of other places.
Yeah.
No corkage fee.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, I think very fairly value-priced wines, no fees, just really nice, intimate atmosphere. Right after not long after we opened, it was winter, and so very inclement weather evening. We had like 4 couples in here, 4 maybe 5, and
But the doors were open.
the doors were open for the fire marshal. The doors were open. Both doors were open. But no, what was great was so you had these 4 couples. Neither of them knew each other, and within probably like 5-10 minutes, like everybody is having a conversation with each other, and I mean it was great. It was so loud in here just because everybody was talking. But that's what's great. It's like the intimacy of this place allows people to actually socialize, interact, and have a conversation. So we love doing that.
Yeah, it happens outside as well.
Yeah, it does.
Proximity of the tables, people they just start talking to each other.
Yeah. Favorite item on your menu? I know you don't have a menu, but what's your favorite wine? What's your favorite beer?
Oh gosh.
Or vice versa. Because
Right,
you've had to learn wine.
Right.
I like them all. I just like some more than others.
That's right. 100%.
I mean, when we opened, we got a permit last minute, and we're like, okay, I need wine in the shop, and so I contacted some local reps, and actually before that I did a search online. What's the top 25 wines that Drizzly served last year across the country? And so I reached out to these reps and said, which ones do you have? And one rep said, I've got these 12. The other one said, I've got these 13. I'm like, okay, great. Send me those and send me a couple others. And that's what we started with. What we discovered quickly is that that's not what really people want to drink. They've already seen those brands. They want to try new things.
Yeah.
So, you know, in the beginning, 100% of our wines were big brands, recognizable names. Now, out of the 72, there might be 4,
Maybe.
5 that you might recognize.
Yeah.
But they're all quality wines. And every single wine that we have up here, you know, the reps come by, we will try them with the local reps and decide, okay, yeah, let's bring that in, let's bring that varietal in. And we've been able to, like I said, when you say, I want to taste a red, I'm going to pull something up and taste it. And you know, again, to expand, you know, your not your knowledge, but your experience with wine. Like this one particular wine right here. This is Dama. It's a Montepulciano, right? Now, can't say that. I worked in restaurants for 30 years. Can't say that I knew a whole lot about that particular varietal or that type of wine. But that's been by far our number one selling wine. People just love it, and so, you know, that to me is probably one of my favorites because it's been the catalyst that's driven a lot of business for us.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have a particular favorite either. Like Pat said, we try everything that comes into the shop. So it's not like, you know, we're buying sight unseen. We've tasted it all. And you know, as far as the beers go, we have a lager and an IPA always, so I'm good with either of those as well. So yeah, favorite, no. But what I will say is that the other thing that we try to do in terms of favorites is that, like Pat mentioned, people will come in here and we'll say, we'll go through the first 3 questions, like, what do you like, red, white, you know, you pick one up, whatever. But really what we try to do is we try to find people something that they like, right? So it's not, oh, I only drink a cab, so that's what we're gonna try and like find something that you actually like to drink, not because it's what you've always drank, not because of name recognition or anything like that. It's like, what do you like to take? What do you enjoy? And we're gonna take you there. That's kind of our thing.
Yeah. And I know the other thing, since you picked out my wine for me, my husband's been on the hunt for it. I'm like, I don't know why you're hunting for it. You know where to get it. They sell it by the bottle and they sell it by the case. So that I think makes you guys unique too, that you can come down here and get your wine. You don't have to go and hunt it for it anywhere else.
Right. It's a quick pull up.
Yeah.
The bottle.
Run in, grab it and go. Yeah.
If you just want to call us or text us, and we'll bring it out to you.
Best compliment you or your business have ever received?
Well, we've got a couple of thank yous up here on the wall. But I mean, every day we just hear, this is amazing. This is great. You know, and whenever they say, how did you come up with this concept? You know, we take a little bit of pride in that. Well, we just took a jump there. We just took a jump at the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a compliment.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
I think generally the feedback has been that our little wine shop has just been a great experience. Like it's it's something very unusual. Again, going back to the fact that it's very intimate. The fact that either Pat or I or both of us, if we're back here, we're interacting with our guests.
Right.
There's just that. I think just that kind of next level, interaction that people love. We get a lot of comparisons to like little European shops, little wine shops or whatever,
right.
Especially with the little cafe tables outside, so people can really relate to that as well.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Beyond your business in Moore County, where would you send somebody visiting to go and check out?
I would probably have the same answer for this one. If you look for food, one of my favorite places is the Workshop Tavern over in Aberdeen. Again, we've got 2 great neighbors with Betsy's and Ember's, both busy all the time. than that, I think if you're a golfer, and a few people that come to this town are, you definitely got to check out the Cradle, and play that. What's some of your favorite things?
Ooh, yeah, workshop's really good. Beefeaters down the road is also like absolutely one of my favorites.
Right.
Yeah, these guys next door doing the barbecue. Embers, they're doing a fantastic job with that. So the Aloha Zoo. Have you been there?
I have not.
Oh, you gotta check out the Aloha Zoo. That's a great place, especially if you have kids. It's a great place to check out. And then I don't know, golf wise, just because we're in golf country. I will say my favorite course is Pine Needles. So
Well, that's a great point to bring up too. And you don't necessarily have to play golf. Just go to Pine Needles and go to their tavern, pub, little bar area, and maybe grab a cocktail or a glass of wine and just sit out there and overlook that beautiful, amazing course.
Right.
That's a little, and their burger is amazing as well. Their food's good overall, but I generally get the burger. So
Great. So I have a lot of places to check out too.
There you go.
But I do like the tacos down at the workshop.
Okay.
Let our viewers know how they can support you. What's your Instagram, Facebook, hours, location? This is your spotlight.
yeah, if you want to support us, we really appreciate when you come in and buy multiple cases of wine at a time. We really appreciate that. But with that said, we can, if there's a wine served in the state of North Carolina, we can order it and we can get it in here, and the price is probably going to be better than everyone else. But our Instagram is SRO SoPi, and we have a Facebook page. We really focus more on the Instagram right now at this point. We don't necessarily have we don't have a website. It's something we've considered putting that together. But yeah, that's just come see us. Come see us. Check it out.
Share us on Facebook, share us on Instagram, leave us a Google review.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if you get a chance. But really just come in and enjoy the wine, the atmosphere.
Yeah. Like I said, the glass I had was really good. So
Cool.
well, I want to thank
Cheers.
you guys for our viewers. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like their Facebook pages and come down and have a glass of wine or beer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments below. If you have any real estate needs, please reach out to me directly. Stay tuned for your next video, and until then, I see you living in Moore County.